Today's days, Matt.
Oh, what days are today, Kate?
Today is Chai Day.
Oh, okay.
New York Day. And the last day, I'm going to ask you how you would translate this, okay? Is today National Pecan Cookie Day? Or is today National Pecan Cookie Day?
I default to pecan.
I say pecan, too.
Pecan, is that more of a southern thing, maybe?
Pecan pie? Maybe.
Yeah, when you do it in that voice, it makes it sure seem like it is.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Pecan Cookie Day. It doesn't feel right in my mouth. Pecan Cookie Day, New York Day, Chai Day.
New York Day.
Mm-hmm.
New York City or New York State?
Honors the Empire State.
Okay. I was going to say the city seems like it has its own day, which is like New Year's Eve, right?
Is that their day, or is it just because there's a lot of people there then?
I think it's just because there's a lot of people there then.
Okay.
I don't know. Too much of a reach?
Not bad.
Okay. Thanks.
Sure.
Kate, did you see that fossilized vomit from 150 million years ago has revealed an ancient predator?
Okay. I have to process that sentence. Okay. Fossilized vomit.
Yeah.
From how long ago?
150 million years ago.
It reveals that there was a different kind of predator?
Yeah, they found a predator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are not T-Rex puke?
Now, it says around 150 million years ago in what's now Utah, an animal chowed down on a small frog and a salamander. It then lost its lunch.
Okay.
Fast forward to modern times when a team of paleontologists identified and investigated the fossilized vomit, unraveling a mystery along the way, Kate.
Okay.
It looks like a fish-like looking thing. A fish with teeth. In fact, if you click on where it says fossilized vomit, you see that there in the show notebook?
Mm-hmm.
You scroll down the second photo there. There's an illustration.
Of the vomit?
Yeah, you can see in this illustration, this fish thing is going toward a frog at first. And then in the background, you see this fish illustrated again, and it's vomiting. Or just presumably this frog and whatever else.
How do they know in this fossilized vom that it's frog and salamander?
If you look, I can kind of see frog legs on this fossil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, that's your job? Like, you come home and like, babe, had the best day. I found fossilized vomit.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's a frog and salamander. And we don't think it's a dinosaur puke. We think it is a whole new fish with teeth. It's just, that's a
something
interesting dinner time conversation that you're like, best day of work, best day ever.
Well, maybe they had found a similar animal before, but didn't know it was a predator until they found some puke next to its bones.
True.
You know
true.
What I mean? Yeah. Some puked up animals.
This does look like the fish that you see, like carp. You know how nasty carp are when they want you to feed them off the dock? Like, this doesn't look so prehistoric.
Yeah, you're right. This could be carp.
Just hanging out at the docks, not going anywhere, just letting the people feed them.
150 million years strong of being a pain in the ass. Because carp are gross.
Carp are gross.
Back when we had the Big Lake place, they're always jumping onto the boat after one of the floods, one of the Missouri River floods. It introduced that species in there. And my sister-in-law's dad took a fish to the head. Multiple people ended up with fish in their laps. So I'm glad we don't have to worry about that anymore.
That could be like a concussion.
Yeah, we think he possibly was concussed.
Concussed from a carp.
Yep. Probably not the favorite way to get a concussion.
Probably not.
No. At least in the NFL, you could say you played in the NFL.
True.
So I was sitting on a pontoon boat and it smacked me in the head when we were going 8 miles an hour.
That's got to be like a struck by lightning. You have more opportunity to be struck by lightning than you do to get hit in the head by a car.
No, I think it's the other way around. Based on the numbers I've seen, yeah, these things ended up in the boat all the time.
Oh my gosh.
And if it didn't peg someone directly in the head or land in their lap, it would land on the carpet, the floor of the pontoon boat, and then just start bleeding and smelling all over the place.
Ugh.
So, Anyway. And then there was a deal, I think, at Mizzou for a while where they were trying to make carp palatable, and they're letting the students come and eat it for free.
Figure it out. Make this taste good.
Eat it for free. Yeah, put enough salt on there. It'll be fine.
Fry it.
Yeah, some lard on there.
Matt, do you know all about the outdated fashion advice?
I do not. Is this what the kids are doing these days?
Kind of. Not so much, but kind of like in your day-to-day. All right, have you heard of the rumor that you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day?
Oh, yes. Right.
I say rumor because it's no such thing anymore.
Rumor or just something that people have said, nah, that's stupid, we're done.
I didn't understand it as a kid when my mom said, no, you can't wear white after Labor Day. And I'm like, who's stopping you from putting your own pants on? I didn't get it. But now it's not a thing anymore. You can wear white after Labor Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Canadian tuxedo, denim on denim, that's a thing now.
God, you say that, and I remember, it took me a second to remember what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. That sounds like something you would look up on Urban Dictionary, and it'd be kind of a gross.
Bad idea. Yep. But denim on denim, it's fine.
Yeah, as made fashionable by Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake back in the day at the VMAs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that was like 20 years ago, and now it's still like, okay.
Fantastic.
You can do it.
I don't really like that look, actually, the denim.
I
double denim.
Can't. I get that it's acceptable, but I can't bring myself to either do it or let my children do it.
Right.
Because they were trying to rock denim on denim. I'm like, well, let's do one or the other. Let's do leggings and a jean jacket or a different jacket. Yeah, couldn't do it, even though it's fine.
And what other outdated fashion deals are we?
No socks with sandals. Apparently, socks with sandals are back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know those were ever acceptable.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the whole like black sock dad sandal look was like, oh, that's terrible. Don't wear socks with sandals.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're in between athletic events and you just put on slides. But now it's like, oh, no, I'm going out on purpose with socks and Adidas sandals, which is a thing. Yeah. Also, mixing prints is okay now. So you can mix stripes and dots, or you can mix stripes and leopard print. Okay. And leopard print is now a neutral, Matt.
Leopard print is a neutral.
Yes. So when we say neutrals, we're talking like black and brown and navy. Leopard is now a neutral, and you can wear all of your neutrals together. So you can wear black and brown or black and navy, which I always thought was like a no, black and navy, but nope, it's a neutral. You can just rock the black and navy or black and brown or leopard as your neutral. It's your neutral now.
Yeah, I tell you what, I had a teacher in 7th grade who wore very form-fitting leopard print outfits, and it didn't seem neutral at all.
No.
In fact, it seemed very aggressive. It's like, you realize we're 7th grade boys in here, right?
Oh.
It's probably a bit much.
A bit much.
Yeah.
Well.
But now that'd be a neutral, so it'd be more acceptable.
Right.
Right.
And you can wear hats indoors. That's another rule that's gone away.
Yeah.
And I don't remember that being a thing.
Maybe if you're a cowboy, right?
Yeah.
You come in and you take your hat off to be a gentleman.
I mean, I guess I just think about ball caps.
Yeah, that's what I think of too.
Yeah, people wear ball caps inside all the time.
Right. In fact, if you take a ball cap off, good chance your hair looks quite unfortunate.
Right.
Whereas if you got a big old cowboy hat, there's lots of room in there for your hair to do its thing.
You're still going to have that line on the back of your head, I bet, though, from the cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's tough being a cowboy. But not anymore, since you can wear the hats inside more.
Yep.
Good to know. Kate, the number of people working remotely tripled during COVID.
That does not surprise me.
It was 5.7% of the workforce working from home in 2019. And then in 2021, 17.9% of people.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. Washington, D.C., 48.3% of workers worked from home.
Wow.
My guess is because federal government something.
I don't know, but when I lived there, it's like nobody worked at home and the traffic was ridiculous. So maybe the traffic is nicer on the Beltway in D.C.
Could be.
Everybody doesn't have to go anywhere.
Well, I know I was reading this deal about people, who got used to empty roadways during pandemic and and pedal to the metal. Might be a big reason why traffic deaths are like at a 20-year high. People got used to going 120 and then apparently didn't notice that there were a whole bunch of more cars on the road last year and kapow.
Just kept going.
Kablooey. Yeah. Got to slow down, stay alive so you can keep listening to KJ 105.5 with Matt and Kate. Right, Kate?
Woo!
Yeah.
You didn't want to do the full tag?
What was the full tag?
On the podcast player of your choice, and
yes.
If you miss us, you can get caught up. And
Matt and Kate are in your podcast player of choice for free, also on Facebook. Get after us. Send us messages and such.
Yeah.
You could ask us questions. I was thinking we should do Ask Matt and Kate sometime. That might be a bit to do.
That would be fun.
We'll see. So if you have things, send them to Matt and Kate on Facebook. Futuristic, right?
Very. Matt, when's the last time you updated your resume?
Well, that might give too much away, Kate. So I will.
Okay.
Just last week, in fact. You?
Is there something you want to tell me?
Nah, maybe I'm joking right now.
Maybe it's just for the show.
Yeah.
A lot of the resume things that you and I were taught to include back in the day are no longer needed. They're even considered resume no-nos. Yeah.
All right. Like what?
Like your address.
Don't put your address on there.
Like nobody needs your full address on there. You don't need to put Matt Stukes, ABC.
And then maybe your email address.
Yeah, your email address is okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you don't need to put your street address on there.
No. City and state is fine.
Yeah, I don't think the last time I updated my resume, I don't think I've got a street address on there.
I think I did. I think I had and I was like worried because I was apartment living that I was like, oh, okay. Is this going to look bad that we live in an apartment? I don't know why, but I was just like, I don't know.
I don't think they're allowed to discriminate based on housing.
They're not supposed to. But another thing, you don't want to put when you graduated college.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You don't want to date yourself.
Right.
Potentially.
Which I was always taught that they wanted to know when you graduated high school and college so they could see if you went right after or if they could see how long it took you to finish college. But I don't think that should be, I think it should be like you said. It should just that you graduated. You've got the degree, that nobody should judge you when you got the degree or how long it took you to get the degree.
Yeah, in fact, had I got my degree more recently, my brain might work better in that area. I don't know. Maybe a lot of the ideas have come out of my head.
Yeah, so they say put your school, put your degree, don't put your year. And you also don't need to put your entire work history.
That's probably wise.
Yeah, you don't need to put that you were a manager at McDonald's, Matt.
I know, I haven't in a while, actually.
Yeah, you just need to list the experience that's relevant to the job that you're applying for. Which, have you ever applied for a job where your work history has nothing to do with what you're going to apply for? So you're like, shoot, why put anything down? I worked, okay?
Right.
I did jobs.
Just send some letterhead with no information in there.
Right. I want this job.
Isn't the resume supposed to fit on one piece of paper?
Yes.
One sheet?
One sheet. One sheet.
So that's a good way. That's a good way to keep the number of things you have on there in check.
Yes. Also, references available upon request. If prospective employer wants references, they'll ask.
Yeah, they really should ask you for that after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Asking for them up front is really stupid. Especially, okay, you hit up your references or your potential references like, hey, you're willing to be a reference for me on this deal? And then eventually like, so what happened with that job? Like, I never got an interview. It's an opportunity to be kind of embarrassed with your references, maybe. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe I'm overthinking that.
But also giving your references a heads up. Like you said, like, hey, I'm going to put you on this. So if they call, there you go. As opposed to like, I don't know this number. Why would I answer this call?
Right. Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind. You might want to be more generous answering phone calls once you start applying for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to encounter some potential spam calls. But I think places are also aware that people are busy and probably not actively avoiding their call.
Right.
I don't know. I think everyone that I've interviewed recently, first step is communicate over email. Let's set up a time to talk.
Yeah. To schedule a conversation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of out of the blue, hey.
Yeah, let me just call you. Boom.
But these are all resume no-nos from a senior recruiter at Google.
All right, so you no longer need your street address on there. References by request. Don't pony those up there until they ask for them.
And your entire work history doesn't need to be on there, and it should fit all on one page.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah.
I got a new prank to share, Kate.
I love it.
Yeah. I returned my book, or it was a digital checkout from the library, which I highly recommend people take advantage of. So I took some screenshots of the various different pranks and have been sharing them over time. And this one is basically how to mess up someone's, like, their Coca-Cola, you know?
Okay.
So someone gets a can of Coke, Diet Coke, whatever, you decide. I wouldn't do this to beer. That's way too far. But you take a pen, like a straight pen, like a sewing needle. There you go.
Okay.
And you puncture a hole just under the lip of the Coke in the can. This probably work with a plastic bottle too, actually. And then when your victim goes to drink the beverage, it's going to come out of that hole before it can make it to the mouth hole. And so there's a way to go get somebody.
There's a way to make someone very sticky and embarrassed.
Yes. Possibly mess up their outfit for the day. And yeah. So I should share that prank so that people can get ready for April Fools.
And if somebody brings you a drink, a can, or a bottle, I would double check to make sure no one's punctured.
Right. And then go, I also wake up with Matt and Kate.
I knew it.
And then start listening together, and your friendship is now grown due to this prank.
Right. Based on your zodiac sign, here are the shows you should watch.
Okay, great.
Okay, I know you don't read much into zodiac signs, and I don't take them too serious, but I think it's really funny that I know that your sign and my sign, we already watched these shows.
Oh, is it F-Boy Island?
Nope. No. So
Oh.
based on your zodiac sign, here are the shows you should be watching. Matt is a Capricorn, and Matt should be watching, based on his sign, Succession.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah,
which you watch, right?
I guess I believe in astrology now, is what this proves.
Yeah, now you believe in zodiac and horoscopes, right?
All right. I guess I'll be doing this going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leo, like myself, you should be watching Abbott Elementary, which we just started. And it's really cute, and they won a bunch of awards at the Emmys. So
I saw that.
If you're a Leo, you should be watching Abbott Elementary. Okay. Aries, you should be watching Squid Game if you haven't already seen it. Taurus, Yellow Jackets. Gemini, Stranger Things. Cancers should be watching What We Do in the Shadows. Virgo, Only Murders in the Building. It's a great show. Libra, Pam and Tommy. I want to know more about what that says about Libras.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a series, Pam and Tommy.
Yeah, it sounds kind of. This isn't the film that they.
It's the miniseries.
Well, they didn't personally release that film. I think someone else
it's
did,
not.
Right?
Yeah, it's not that film.
It's not that graphic.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Scorpios should be watching Ozark, Sagittarius, Ted Lasso, Aquarius, Euphoria, and Pisces. Better Call Saul.
I've heard of most of these shows.
Yeah.
I think Yellow Jacket is the one I'm not quite familiar with.
I couldn't tell you what network, but it's an all-female cast, and I think it's supposed to be a lot like Big Little Lies, trying to figure out who's the bad guy. Yeah.
An ensemble cast, it says here.
Yes. Juliette Lewis is in it. Christina Ricci.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of her name, but she's married to John Ritter's son.
Sophie Thatcher?
No.
Sophie Nalise?
No.
Jasmine Savoy Brown?
Nope.
Sammy Hanratty?
Nope.
Liv Hewson?
Nope.
Courtney Eaton?
Nope.
Melanie Linsky?
Yes. She's married to John Ritter's son.
Tawny Cypress also in there, Lauren Ambrose, and Simone Kessel.
What network is that on?
It is on Showtime.
Showtime. Okay. I've heard good things about it, though. I mean, I know you don't put a lot of thought into the zodiac signs, but I thought it was funny that you and I both watch the shows that they picked for our signs.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or that's not quite spooky, but I don't know, alien sound effect instead.
There you go. That was better. Yeah.
Okay. The headline is the new coupon cutting. Apps that sell discounted food headed for the trash. So basically grocery stores that are trying to clear out inventory before it expires.
Oh, okay.
And so they mention a couple apps in here like Flash Food. It could save you up to half off. I remember seeing the ones before that are like imperfect foods. Well, they'll send you a misshapen banana or something. It's like, well, this doesn't look very appetizing, but trust us, it's still okay. Do you know I was supposed to see Misshapen Banana during COVID, but got canceled because of their anti-vaxxer drummer dying?
There it is. We haven't talked about those misshapen bananas in a long time.
No. Ask app not to track. See, I just installed this thing this morning. Together, we've diverted over 50 million pounds of food to dinner tables instead of landfills, it says here, Kate. I don't know if I believe that. Seems like a lot.
It's a lot.
And then let's see if we got participating stores here. Ah, shucks. No flash food zones within 1,628-mile radius.
Shoot, shapoop.
Yeah. So maybe if you're on the coast or something, I don't know. I just found it to be an interesting idea. I know I've seen those imperfect foods trucks around. So if you're okay with having misshapen produce.
I don't mind misshapen produce as long as it's still good. Like when I think of misshapen bananas, I'm thinking that sucker's going to be brown. I'm not going to be able to get my kids to eat it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Nah, this wouldn't necessarily be a brown banana by now if you get it from... Cause imperfect foods is just weird-looking produce as opposed to this flash food, which is stuff that's approaching its expiration date. Yeah, which probably would include some pretty brown bananas.
One of my friends made me feel really good about my 4 bananas in a freezer bag. I went to her house. They have a whole drawer in their freezer of black bananas. Not even like in a container. They're just in the drawer.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, we make banana bread quite a lot. So we always have bananas on hand. I'm like, okay, well, I only have 4 in there because we were waiting for them to get black and gross. And then they did, but we didn't have time to make bananas. So I just threw them in the freezer. But I put them in a bag. But when I open my freezer and I see them staring at me, I kind of...
Do you like banana bread?
I like banana bread. I hate making banana bread because it involves the mushing of the bananas and the smell and the touch. Yeah. But if you put enough butter on banana bread, it's great.
Yeah. Butter delivery device. Okay.
Just the vehicle for the butter.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Kate, did you see that Fred Franzia died?
Fred Franzia.
Yeah.
Is he Franzia of... the boxed wine Franzia?
Kind of, yeah. That was his family.
Oh.
And then he went forth after they had sold off the Franzia, you decide the pronunciation brand. He went off and launched Two Buck Chuck.
Oh, no kidding.
So still cheap wine, but different company.
Different company.
Bronco Wine Company. Two Buck Chuck, he died 79 years old.
Okay.
That's pretty
Pour
good.
one out for Fred Franzia.
Yeah, pour one out.
Well, he was labeled the bad boy of California wine.
That's right. Well, apparently he was trying to say that, like, I guess there's a rule that if you have the word Napa on your wine brand, it has to be like 50% Napa fruit in there. 75, here it is. A 2000 California law requiring wines labeled with the word Napa to contain at least 75% Napa Valley fruit. He tried to skirt it by purchasing brands that had Napa in their names.
His mantra was that fine wine was overrated and overpriced.
Fantastic.
R.I.P. bad boy of California wine, Fred.
It's very catchy there.
I know, right? He just, and you've got a picture, he just does not look like a wine guy.
Yeah, you're right. He looks like...
a wrestling coach.
Does he?
Kind of.
Or football coach. Okay, he could have been.
He's got his popped collar, so that makes him fancy.
Yeah.
But he's got like a zippy jacket, like a windbreaker. And
he's a big fellow. Looks like, he'd be more into Budweiser or something.
Yeah.
But nope, fat on wine.
R.I.P., Fred. R.I.P.